Hey Dwellers, to stay up to date on all the latest news, reviews, openings and of course weekly programming, just click on the little guy here in the corner to subscribe and you'll get notifications when the newest content lands. Please enjoy the video. Hello Dwellers and welcome to another episode of Looking Back with me, Shadow Soul Dweller. And today we're going to be looking back at a game that came out across, well, a multitude of platforms actually back in 1995, which came out on the MS-DOS, the PlayStation 1, the Sega Saturn and the Nintendo 64, and that's Destruction Derby. Now, anyone that played games back then, I'm quite positive a lot of those people will have very positive memories of this game coming out, or they at least knew somebody that would rave on about this game at the time. For those who are unaware of the game, it was a game that was designed purely for a recreation of the real life Destruction Derby bowls that you get very popularly in America especially, where your objective was to basically work through, unlock more cars so you can just drive and smash the crap out of each other. Now, obviously it was registered as a vehicular combat racing vehicle game, and well, the game was very popular as well because of the fact that it's one of the first games that truly took on the combat and damage system put on vehicles, which is used still in a lot of the games now, as the restrictions back then allowed not very many things to be done in that area. But the developers for this game, Reflections Interactive, really managed to start bringing a new system, adding extra polygons that allowed them to create that realism of the braking and the bending of the cars. And when you were playing it back then as a new game, it was absolutely amazing to do. The game was broken down into a few different categories. You had your standard Destruction Derby, then you had your wrecking racing, which obviously was going around the circuit while still trying to create that damage. You had the stock car racing, which obviously gave you only certain type of cars that you could use, with none of the additions etc. that you could get on it, which was a cool little touch to it. And then they put the time trial in as well, so it still allowed you to have that traditional sort of racing feel to playing the game if you didn't just want to go around smashing things. I mean, the game was based off a point system, and if you destroy other cars in what was called the bowl, which was just, as you imagine the name says, it's just a giant bowl, not a track, it allowed you really to get in, smash as many people as you can, earn points, and then when you win, either by winning a race or destroying all the other cars, you could then unlock more items with it. Obviously this was the start in a lot of classic games back then before they come into the more advanced systems we get now. But it was a fantastic sort of game. The PlayStation version allows System Link, so you could play split, or you could actually link your PlayStation sometimes, which was one of the rare games that allowed you to do that. Whilst the MS-DOS system actually had an online multiplayer mode, which again for the time was not that common. Destruction Derby did get released later on, as I said, for the Nintendo 64. They updated the graphics and they increased the number of cars and tracks in it, and they actually added a capture the flag mode, which I remember when I played that on the N64 I thought was an awesome touch, because it allowed you to have 24 cars, there was like more than 12 courses, and when you've got a version of Capture the Flag where you can smash the hell out of each other as well, it was a fantastic little touch. I'd say really that's the game as a whole. It is very basic, but it allowed a lot of different things to be done. So obviously I understand it's been quite a short one, but I would say if you can't get hold of an original copy, it's just worth, if you've got a computer, just download a mod version of it. There's a lot of emulators out there that are available. If you just put it into Google, you can find emulators all over the place that are free to download. So yeah, get on there, just have a good old bash on it and see what you think. And if you do get a chance to, come back to the video and drop a comment what you think. Anyway, I'm Shadow Soul Dweller, thanks for watching. I'll see you out there.